go first, and I'm going to pass the ball to Clarissa. LA is the best city in the world, right behind New York City. Everyone wants to come to LA, even though it's a difficult city to live in with the traffic, congestion, potholes, the city going broke. However, tourism is up, corporate travel is up, but why do I love living in LA is because we're interfacing with exciting clients. We're interfacing with sunshine every day.
It's perfect weather. Well, I mean, we
just have it all here, you know.
Right.
If you want to go to the beaches, you go to the beaches.
Right.
You want the snow, you go to Big Bear. There's everything here. There's nightlife. There's things to do with family. There's Disneyland.
But there's no place like home. Right. Well, I think Los Angeles, because we're the gateway to Asia for the rest of the nation. And so that's very exciting. Anytime you're in a real cosmopolitan atmosphere, you're introduced to more.
It's got every industry here. So you can tap into startups, tech, pharmaceutical, entertainment. It gives you a variety of opportunities, and everybody has different travel needs. So you do have those people that do have to do all those international jauns, or that have companies in New York and do a lot of transcon, going from LA to New York, back and forth, back and forth. So in LA, you've just got a variety here. And we're not a city that's dependent on one airline carrier or one hotel chain. We have a variety, we have choice here. And that really works well for the corporations and the businesses that are in LA, because they can now leverage. So I think that's what makes LA strive to get bigger and better and to bring in more business where needed, because we're able to offer so many choices that are going to work for that client.
I think it's a great point. I think because we're diversified, it's exciting, exciting.
It's also where you can grow to in your career. I've worked resorts, I've worked hotels, I've worked transportation, I've worked rental car. I'm ready to sell the city. I'm ready to sell LA because I feel like I've gotten a roundabout education. I know what a hotel needs. I know what the theme park needs. I know what the super shuttle. I know what the driver needs. I know what the guest needs. So when you're here, you can transfer and you make all these connections with everybody in your industry. You're able to say, I want to go to the Westin. I want to go work there. I want to go to the Hilton. You can get your way in, rather than staying at the Spring Hill Suites in Podunk City.
Okay, now we've just ruined it for Kansas City and Indiana, and
extended stay. We're not gonna take it.
No. You got to look at Chicago's good, Atlanta's good, Texas, Dallas, Houston.
Yeah, I thought of going to Austin.
Austin is huge right now. Austin is really big.
It's vertical in the big city. It's upward movement. You could fail, you could succeed. But coming out of this recession for Flowers Hotel Group is my great success story. But I think also you have to have failure to create success. And I really believe that.
I grew up in Hawaii on the Big Island, Volcano Island in Hilo, very small town. And while my family could afford to island hop, so you're going from one rock to the next, the people, the language, the food, everything was the same. And so you had to get on an airplane if you wanted to go anywhere. And I think very early on I made it kind of my dream job was to work for an airline. And fortunately, after I graduated from school in Oregon, it all kind of fell into place.
Speaking more on the airline side, my background at least, that got me inspired to work in travel was to be a flight attendant. And I think all of us could look back to those years of Pan Am and Western when it was the most glamorous thing in the world to do is to be a flight attendant, and I idolized that so much and chose that I wanted that path because it would give me the opportunity to see the world and experience different cultures and different people and understand how they travel and why they travel, because everybody walks on a plane with a different purpose of why they're there. So I was fortunate enough to become a flight attendant and be a flight attendant for many years and really understand the service of travel and the experiences that people had going from point to point, whether it be for business or for leisure or honeymoon or even a sad situation where they're getting on a plane. And to be able to have that face-to-face time just excited me even more in this industry of just how far we can take it. Yes, it's very glamorous and it's very hard work, but it's rewarding.
being in the travel industry, it's the greatest field to be in, and it just has a lot to offer. And I got to travel all over for Westin, Four Seasons, but with my own company, I've worked Turkey, Russia. It's been amazing.
A lot of my friends that I went to school with can't keep up with my travel schedule. They always leave me messages, where are you now? And that was before Facebook. You know, where are you now? Where are you going now?
My start was that at the Century Plaza, working as a hostess, I realized I could sell this. It was a fabulous hotel. And it was a little hard getting started because they didn't want to hire women in sales. So I left, came back again as a hostess, still wouldn't hire me, left again, came back, and I was the first woman for the Century Plaza Hotel. And I went from there and got my experience. I booked presidents, I booked Fergie and Andrew at the Four Seasons, and there were many when I was working at the Four Seasons, many stars. I mean, when we first opened the first Academy Award, we had 32 of the nominees in the hotel. And Jessica Tandy was one of them, and she won. And I booked her. So they just went on and on. I mean, my career was just fabulous on property.